Welcome back, everybody, to the Choey and Chandler's The Fun Time Super Terrific Happy Hour. Welcome, Choey.
Welcome, Chandler.
Been forever and a day, huh?
It has been a long time.
Been a long time. Glad to have you back. So when I was telling you this past Friday, when I had three of my teacher friends guest on, and they did it all over the phone app, right?
Yeah.
I was telling one of them, we call her Hooks, that I was like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say, welcome to the Choey and Chandler's The Fun Time Super Terrific Happy Hour. Welcome, Hooks, and then you say, welcome, Chandler back, right?
Yeah.
And she said it. She's like, so I say, welcome, Chandler back. I was like, no. Just say, welcome, Chandler.
You're all no.
Like you just
We're not
say it
third
back.
grade. We're not in third grade. We teach third grade.
But I was like, no, just say it back to me. And she's like, okay. And then guess what she said? Welcome, Chandler back. And I was like,
You're all,
oh,
mother.
yeah. Our new bleep buttons.
Oh yeah. Totally excited about this bleep button right
Makes
here.
it a lot easier than having to look it up on the app. You're just like, right here.
Yeah, because then all of a sudden you have to hold off on like when you can't be as explicit and in the moment as far as expressing your frustrations.
Yeah.
Instead, you just be like, mother, this pizza can suck fire.
What's it like, old school? All right, it's not it.
It's a celebration.
Yeah, it's not a celebration. All right, so I figured we're gonna call this one, I don't know, like the one where we catch up, or the one with everything you've missed, something like that, right?
You're like,
Because there's a lot of things that we haven't been able to talk about. The one,
the future.
the one,
Come on, Morty.
Back to the Future.
Where we're going, we don't need no summer breaks. He didn't say we don't need roads.
Tell that to any teacher out there and see what they say, right?
Oh yeah, I'm honest. All of a sudden, why don't we have listeners anymore? No summer breaks, my.
You know, but you really are loving that. By the way, you're like a little kid. Like, all right, let me just take that from you.
It's a new toy. What
Yeah,
can I say?
let's just put that over here right now.
There's not a quota. There's not a quota in it right now, guys. Calm down.
You know, I wrote down here something I was thinking because it's been a while, and then I started doing. You listen to all those clip shows, right?
I'm sorry?
Did you listen to all the clip shows? And I was like chopping up.
Yeah, the only one I missed was this call-in one. I didn't get that.
Yeah, well, that wasn't even a clip show. That's like brand new. But on the first episode of the clip show I did, like way back in like early April, late March or whatever, I was like, we're born in the 80s.
Yeah.
Grew up in the, well, most of our growing up I feel was like in the 90s. It's the late 80s, 90s, you know. And I always remember these TV shows had clip shows. And
Yeah.
so I commented, I was like, man, you know, kind of, even though I miss not doing it with you, I was like, hey, we get to do a clip show. I was like, kind of felt nostalgic, you know.
Yeah.
But I also started thinking, I was like, you know, I don't know if USA still does it, but when I used to watch a lot of their programs, all the good shows would go like a couple months and take like a 3-month break and then pick it back up. And I kind of liked, even though I kind of liked that because it gave me, I already showed you my phone. I have these 3 months off. It's just like, I feel like every year we should kind of take this big extended spring break.
The one thing I didn't like about the USA stuff is when they were you knew when they were going to start back with the show, because they always did the marathon that took like Friday, Saturday, Sunday of every episode that they'd have been come before, and you're
So
like,
you just hate binge watching stuff.
well, so I'm like, yeah, I've seen these shows, I remember, like
I've seen this show.
Like, no, I didn't get Alzheimer's and like forget it all, like I got it, because the one show I used to love on USA was Burn Notice,
Yeah, I love Burn Notice.
and it was just like,
Burn Notice and Psych were my two big shows
Oh, yeah.
on USA.
you know, James Roday went to high school.
Yeah, Northside guy.
He's actually James Rodriguez or something.
Yeah, but I think is it Rode or Rodre?
I don't know.
I think he changed his name back to his real name.
Did he really?
I think so. But I figured like every show needs 3 months, right? A little break there, get your creative side juices going. So.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got tons of ideas and obviously tons of little stories here. I'm a second grade teacher, so STAR testing's done. Didn't mean anything for me really, other than it changed our, like, how we did lunch. It changed our recess. Recess was indoors. Kids are like,
Can't make noises.
yeah, because apparently if they're running in their fields, kids that are hundreds and hundreds of feet away, they get distracted. So you know, it's like can't be by the window. So
Like,
I'm
how
like,
thin are
whatever.
These walls that you can't hear anything.
So you went on a field trip recently. I did May 4th, man. Actually, Star Wars Day. We were on a field trip.
What?
Yeah, we went to the Magic Theater.
Shoot, that would have been cool. Did they do any sort of cool like Star Wars type thing?
No, so they were doing. I thought it was. I thought it was School of Rock. I thought they called it School House of Rock. It was House of Rock. Remember the whole House of Rock? Like I'm a Bill. Remember some of those? It was like 5 people were just singing this. But
I think
you know what?
Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah, it was. But I thought it was like School of Rock. You know, with Jack Black. And so I thought it was something completely different.
Why would they take it? Why would you take some kids to see the remake of that? And it was appropriate.
It seemed entertaining, you know.
Like, I mean, I guess we got permission slip signed, right?
But I spent most of that field trip time because we were on the. There was another school down there.
Yeah.
And we were on the balcony, and I kept going up and down, taking boys because I'm the only male teacher in 2nd grade, so I had to make sure that.
That hallway upstairs too is kind of thin.
Yeah.
It's like very tunnelish.
Yeah, and then they were selling Fiesta Vittles at the front.
Yeah.
So I bought some for all the teachers, and it's funny. One of the I handed it out to a couple of the teachers, right? And the one I still had one, and she was on the other side of the balcony, and so it was just easier for me. I went downstairs, crossed over, went up the stairs, and as soon as I did that, she had gone from that side all the way to the other side. And I remember I waved my hands. I was like, and all 3 of them started laughing at me, and I was like,
yo, dude.
I was like,
oh. I was gonna say something. I completely forgot what it was. It's a good deal.
Yeah. You'll think of it later.
Probably like after we're done recording. I'll be like, hey, by the way,
I don't know the name.
Audio and splice it in.
I don't know the name of that park, but they had like a little park, a little playground like right next door. So
Yeah,
I went to eat.
That's like relatively new. Like,
Yeah,
like,
it's a pretty cool place. There's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah.
But as soon as we get out, I'm like in the back, and I'm trying to we're walking around to where we're gonna sit down and eat, and I got a couple of my kids like, Mr. Bing, I gotta go to the bathroom. I was like, you need to wait a second. And they're like, I gotta go back. I was like, you need to wait. I want to make sure we got all the kids. I was like, just wait. I gotta make sure I got all 22 of you. And she's like, but my mom's right here. And I was like, just hold a second, take a breath. I was like, once we're all here, I'll see you to the bathroom. And then so I counted it right. Dude, when you go on a field trip, 'cause when I go on a field trip, dude, it's like Sesame Street for me. I'm constantly like I just walk down and count. And if we move from one spot to the other, I'm like counting again. Are they all still here? Are they all still here? It's really
It's not fun for the.
It's stressful. It's nice you don't have to like plan and teach stuff, but I swear it's more stress because you're like, I don't want to lose anybody.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to get hurt.
You're out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And there's this little water area, right?
Yeah.
And so we told the 2nd grade, but I saw my kids anyway, because I had talking to them a little separately. I was like, look, you do not go over there. And I was like, we are not getting in the water. I was like, a matter of fact, we're not even on this side. We're over here. And it was like there was like this big kind of dome cage thing that you could climb on, and there was a lot of ivy. Like it wasn't like we had to be stationed in corners to be able to see everything, because you couldn't stand in one spot and see, not have some obstruction that's gonna show up. Like, why are you so upset? Why are you upset, right?
Field trips to kids using that. I'm hitting the table. I gotta sit in the corner in order to watch the kids.
But here's what the exciting part is. So we come back on the bus, right? I swear that bus ride to our school was about 25, 30 minutes, something like that, right? We're 12, 15 minutes back, like into the bus ride. So we still got halfway to go. And one of the other teachers was like, hey, Mr. Bing, look at, one of her girls was like 2 seats away, because I was sitting in the back half. And she's like, look, and I look over, this girl had thrown up like everywhere. Like it was all over the seat, the floor. Somehow she managed to get it like on her clothes. And so then I'm worried. I was like, all these other kids are gonna, because everyone has that like reaction. It's like the last thing. I can't. I've seen that. Like, if there's a movie I'm thinking of, but I can't. Where people just start throwing up just because they see people do it. There's probably a lot of movies actually like that. But I was worried, and I had like a couple kids like, can I move? I was like, yeah, but just move over here or slide your feet in. Like pick your feet up because it's gonna run down the. And then when we got there, that girl was the last one off, and all the other kids, I was like, hey, you gotta just take a big step over, because we can't go out the back door.
Yeah.
You gotta take a big step over. And then I walked by her, and I was like, all right, come on. Like I said, I think she got it in her hair. I felt so bad for her. Man.
You should be embarrassed of yourself. You should be ashamed. What's wrong with you?
But that reminded me shortly. Well, actually, it may have been like a month or so before that, right? We do math in the morning. We do our specials. We do lunch, and then we come back. We do reading and everything else in the afternoon. And one of my students comes up to me, and he's just wet, right? Like he's just wet, and I was like, he's like, can I go to the nurse? And I was like, what happened? He's like, I threw up. I'm gonna say it louder, and that wasn't as loud. I was like, he's like, hey, can I go to the nurse? And I was like, why? He's like, well, I threw up, and I was like, that's why he was wet. And I look at his desk. So I gave him a nurse pass, right? So I sent him to the nurse, called the office. I was like, hey, one of my students threw up. Look at his desk. It's clear. Like, he had the clear vomit. But apparently, my guess is, because I called it ninja vomit, because no one heard it, he didn't smell it, but I guess he was nervous. He was embarrassed, so he was trying to hide it. So I guess he was like covering it up, and that's why it was like all over him. And I was like, do you miss those times when you were younger and you just throw up everywhere, like all over yourself?
Not at all. Not at all.
So they sent him to the nurse. Actually, there's a lot of little bugs and stuff going around, like lately.
Kids have it more.
Yeah,
kids. Like little ones just get all sorts of junk. That's why somebody always like, hey, do you ever want to go back to elementary? And I'm like, not so much anything else besides the fact that they're always sick with something. There's always somebody sick with something. You're just like, Jesus.
But I used to build up the immunities. In the last 2 years, man, I keep getting sick. But my VP asked me this year when I have my summative evaluation. She's like, normally I don't miss school. I missed, I think 8 days last year and 9 days this year or something, right? And she's like, are you feeling all right? You've been missing a lot of school lately. And I was like, you know what I found out this year? Is every year we get 5 discretionary, 5 sick days.
Yeah.
They've been taking my 5 sick days. My discretionary days have been rolling over. But they've been taking my sick days. So I told her, I was like, if they're going to take my 5 days, guess what? Every year, I'm going to miss 5 days of school. Because I'm not going to lose that for nothing. Because our district won't pay us or whatever. But for that stuff. So it's just like, I guess they pay you up to like 70 or 80 days or something.
Well, because I think you can do that if once you get enough, you can cash it in for like an early year of retirement or something.
Yeah, so I guess, I get there's reasons why they don't let you do it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, if you're going to take it from me, then I got to use it, you know? Because I don't want to just get rid of it for nothing. All right, last thing I'm going to bring up before we take a quick little break. How was your bad weather days?
My bad weather days?
Yeah.
When I was at.
Remember the bad weather days? Do you guys have any ice days where like it didn't ice at all and it was like
Oh, no.
like 50 degrees or something, 40 degrees, but like no, actually it was in the 30s, but like nothing really was. The roads were fine. You just didn't go to school.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. No, they always. I was like, we didn't have bad weather, but I got. No, it was just cold.
They didn't have like to worry about ice or whatever on the road out here.
We weren't really icy at all. That's why I was just like, no. San Antonio, yeah. Like I saw some reports of that, but I was like going to the grocery store, got some extra.
I was so mad when we had because we had like a Tuesday and Wednesday off, and we had to go back for Thursday, Friday, and I was like, you might as well just take the rest of the week off, man.
Yeah, I don't like. I get safety and.
I get why they do it, but they always do it like so they have to make the decision early, to not screw parents over or whatever, right? But it's like they call it, and then the weather here is never like that bad.
No.
But we're already off, and it's like okay. So.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny because I remember seeing stuff like, I hear it's gonna be just like that was a couple years ago when it snowed for all this.
Was it 2021?
Yeah, the little snow bit thing, and I was like, I don't think it's gonna be like that.
Snowpocalypse.
I think we're fine. I think we're gonna be fine. No, that's what I heard, and I'm like, you know what I heard? You're stupid. But I mean,
one of my students told me that last year. He's like, Mr. Bing, it snows every February, and I was like, that happened like once, man.
Like, does it? Because it's only happened twice since I've been around, and I'm in my 40s.
And it's like, you gotta worry about it. I was like, well, we'll see. All right, you want to roll us the break?
Well, I mean, yeah. We'll catch you on the flip side.
All right, we'll be back here shortly. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, and we're back. Something new now, because like I was trying to tell you, in the last couple months, man, we got a lot more international listeners than we used to. So every episode, I say after the break we do a little. Right now, we're gonna call it what?
We're gonna call it right now. kick it off. Cheers around the world.
Cheers around the world. All right, so we'll do the cheers word for each country so far, and then we'll toast and salute after that.
You guys.
All right, so we've been doing Germany for a while. Do you remember Germany?
Prost.
All right, so let's Prost Germany. I told you because you listened to the one with my friend Newman in South Korea. Do you remember in South Korea?
Gunbei.
Gunbei. I think 1 or 2 people in Brazil have heard us, and they are Saudi.
Saudi.
Saudi. Now the next 3 are all the same. It's kind of funny.
That's crazy.
England is cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. Australia is also cheers, mate.
Some shrimp on the barbie.
And then Barbados is
Oh,
cheers.
cheers. Like Trinidad and Barbados?
I think so. No, I think that's Trinidad and Tobago.
That's
So,
right.
like, Barbados, it's around the same area.
Yeah.
But like I was looking them up, they're what do you call it? Kind of like not the voodoo culture, but it's like a lot of the same culture.
Oh.
I'm not saying they're voodoo nation. It's just like a lot of that same kind of Cajun type stuff.
Don't stop listening to us out there,
No,
Barbadians.
kind of little like little Cajun Creole. Creoles or whatever.
Oh, I gotcha.
So
So they don't go down like that all night.
maybe that's where they got it from. All right. So something I wanted to share, I meant to share at the beginning. First off, did you know this is our 21st episode?
21's a good number.
Which means this episode is officially legal to drink.
Oh, hey, it's
Yeah, so another cheers.
Gunbei Saudi.
I'm gonna come up with a song. We just need someone to sing a song for the.
Some little reading rainbow type song.
Yeah, we see.
Cheers, Saudi Gunbei.
Of course, the internet's gonna work a little slow on this. But so what's cool on the app, right, and in the website, is it shows you what you're being listened to, like geographically and stuff. And but if you click like geographic, like the first thing it does is it like zooms out, right? So right now we're looking at the solar system, and I was telling Newman and my teacher friends that so far we're only being listened to on Earth, but that you and I are trying to work on that, right?
What?
We're trying to expand into space.
Why would it even start there?
I don't know. Because I was just like, why would you even show people that? It's like unless NASA's listening to us in space.
Well, that's
we're
why I
not
was
gonna
like, okay, so like I would almost freak out, like if there was something like that popped on another planet. Like I'd be like, dude, we're communicating with extraterrestrials.
We've touched base. We made contact, right?
No, I would just like, hey, this is proof right now.
What if our show,
Leader
if
of
it
the
was
world.
broadcast in space, what if that's the thing that
Like
brings?
Bill and Ted's.
Yeah. What if that's what brings the alien friendship to the planet?
So I mean, it'd be like,
But it's also cool. You can like click on it. Like in Germany, the city is Hesse, right? Can't go back and forth. Like it shows all the states and stuff. Like here,
oh, sweet.
South Korea is Seoul. England. Well, it says UK, but it's in England. But it's cool. It kind of tells you like the city and stuff. But the last month, man, have had like almost 300 plays. I think.
Dang, look at that thing. It's like a bad
700
heartbeat right there.
756 total plays, right?
Whoop, whoop.
Right. The one thing like this is where the money comes in, right? Is we need to bring up our Spotify listeners. We're only 56 out of 100. We need 100, and we're back to. Cause they never. I guess we never had enough listeners. So when we were eligible to record ads,
Gotcha.
we never got an ad. So now we got to get up to 100 to be.
How does that work though? Like, so like once we get up to 100 listeners, then they're gonna send us things that we have to say on there.
Based on stuff I've seen on YouTube, it's like they'll kind of set you up with someone who wants you to do an ad, and then we record it.
Oh.
And they say like when you do that, we need to be.
Dude, speaking of ads, I love the one that you were doing for the pencils.
Oh, Saratoga pencils.
the outtakes was funny. It was funny as hell. And it's all no, cut, no.
That might be one of
never hard.
That might be one of my favorite ones right now. I was like, but I had one Hooks actually, because I work at school with her.
Yeah.
She was like, she told me, she's like, I prefer Ticonderoga pencils, and I was like, to Saratoga,
Traitor.
and I was like, you know, Sarah, I made that up. I was like, she's like, I was like, that's not a real pencil company.
You're a liar. You know why? Because it's not a real thing.
Yeah, take that back.
It's not a real thing like that. I would hope that you prefer something that's real opposed to something that's fake.
You're right.
You know what? You're out.
You're out of the loop.
You're out of the loop. Get out.
Speaking of you're out of the loop, I heard the
Step into my office.
It's
because you're fired.
I love the again, I love the clip shows because you kind of just isolate some of the things that sound funny.
Yeah.
But do you remember I brought up you're out of the loop in one of the episodes because I was saying that I texted you that I was like, hey man, I'm doing all this, this, and this, and like, what are you doing?
I'm the talent.
Yeah, but at that time you were like busy at work, and you're like, dude, I'm dealing with something right now.
Yeah.
So when we were talking about it on the podcast, and you're like, it's not like I was going through a life crisis. You're like, come on, Chandler, you make me sound bad.
I was in the middle of work. I was at work. You were texting me from your work.
I think I was
at
on
my
break.
work.
I think I was on conference period.
Oh, okay. Sure you were.
Oh,
What?
speaking of
conference, I like how you said conference with the air quotes, so nobody can really see that.
Oh.
You weren't really on conference period.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're on conference period. What? The kids were supposed to, second grade. We were still doing nap time in Mr. Bing's class. I thought they were supposed to do nap time.
we just
Set
pump
that-
what, like just helium or whatever in the room.
Oxygen. Helium, you're gonna like blow you all up. Yeah, although helium would be even better. Like they'd come to do like an impromptu walkthrough.
You're like, did you catch any of
They're
that?
just all rubbing their eyes. What's going on in there? I don't know.
They're really calm in there.
Not always
No.
like that, but everybody's really high pitched. Sounds like they're everybody's on fast forward.
All right, so let's address the elephant in the room, man. Apparently, I upset you. I upset you a week ago.
Oh yeah.
What did
'Cause
I?
You called me a
What did I?
princess.
I was like, what did I say exactly?
princess. Like just because I was on sabbatical.
No, you're
for a little
supposed to.
bit.
You're supposed to take the. You're supposed to channel your inner Choey, and you're supposed to be like, what did I say exactly to upset you, man?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. No, it really did actually kind of irritate me a little bit.
You're not gonna finish that line, are you?
No, I'm not gonna. No, it's not what you said. Because it is what you said. It's not just how you said it. It is what you said.
My fault. It was my fault for not asking. Hey, do you want to wake up at 6 a.m.
I know. I mean, I'm just saying. Like I was. I'm
to
not-
podcast with
I'm
a
not
buddy
that high
in
maintenance.
South Korea? Hey, you know what else I was thinking? We've talked about how you're Dr. Choi, right?
Yes.
We haven't talked about how Chandler is a minister.
Oh yeah.
And I'm a minister now that has a podcast, so aren't I a minister now?
I guess. I was gonna say holy roller, but
Holy roller. It's been a while, right?
Huh?
Been a while since I've done that.
Yeah.
A couple of years. Oh, here's something.
Still ordained though.
I am still ordained.
We're on God's time, not our time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I noticed though? One of the things I noticed from the
clip
when you were on-
shows?
when you were on with Newman,
Doing
it seems like everybody that comes on the podcast has allergies. Like everybody's sniffling. Like he was sick too.
Everyone's allergic to teaching, right?
I guess as soon as because I wasn't sniffling all day, and as soon as I turn on the microphone, it's like a little bit of
You're like, it's Chandler in the schoolroom, right? It
a
gets
these darn microphones.
One of the friends that she I never addressed her by her fake name. I kind of wanted to call her Topanga. She chose Jessica Rabbit, and I just said, hey you. I didn't address it, but she laughs at us all the time because we have like crazy stories, or
Yeah.
we sound like, I think we had because we grew up a lot of times watching Seinfeld and Friends.
Yeah.
We have a lot of those like kind of habits or mannerisms or whatever. Like remember that girl we called in college, Question Girl, right?
Yeah.
We always just come up with names, right? So she said we need to do more like Seinfeld things like that, and I was thinking I gotta just kind of throw out terminology, make up words.
Well, make up our own.
Yeah, you've done it before. I just can't remember when because you made up a couple words, but
I don't make up words. I'm an intellectual. I
but-
just go along with what everybody else
but Hooks
says.
Hooks has actually binge listened. She binge listens our show when she does like grading and
We
data.
appreciate that.
So
I appreciate that very much.
So binge listening, if that's not a word, it is now.
I mean, I think it should be.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to you, Hooks. I appreciate that. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. This toast is for you. Cheers.
Hey, so this is a. Speaking of Seinfeld, a kid said this the other day, and I wrote it down. It's really hard. You laugh at my phone has all these ideas, and it's because I'm teaching and something happens. I'm like, I gotta type it in real quick because if I don't, I'm gonna forget it.
Pay
And,
attention to the class there, Mr. Wing.
Anyway, this kid, this was their joke. This because sometimes at the end of the day, I let them share a joke. Now, tell me if this sounds like a Seinfeld joke to you, right? They're like, hey, if your dad tells you not to talk to strangers, how am I supposed to make friends? Does that sound like a Seinfeld joke to you?
A little bit.
Kids started laughing, and I was like, I laughed because I thought it was Seinfeld. I wasn't like laughing at the joke, but I was like, I could see Seinfeld doing that.
Earl, that's a good call. Let's pretend I'm a stranger and you never talk to me again the
Yeah.
rest of the year.
How about you go sit down, right? Did I tell you? Here's the last couple of stories before we end this episode. I met our mini me's in 2nd grade. Did I tell you this?
No.
I didn't say so. What do I always like to joke about with you and the leaf? Remember what did you do with that leaf?
I rubbed it on your face. 'Cause
Yeah.
I rubbed it on my
You
face.
found it on the ground and you
Yeah.
rubbed it on my face, right? So I got one kid who finds like stickers and stuff on the ground. And guess what he does with them? He sticks them all over his face. And sometimes he's found stuff like in the bathroom. I'm like, dude.
Ugh.
And then there's another kid who was walking around. His shirt was like, he looked like Santa Claus. His shirt was so
You
fat.
sent me those texts. I thought they were just jokes. Does
No,
that
no,
really
like,
happen?
yeah.
Oh, those
This-
kids are awesome.
His kid, he was walking around handing someone a ruler and helping him jack. And I was just like, what the? I was like, what the? This is a junior year all over again, you know?
I think the best part about you doing that was the fact that you were like, "Hey, did you need a stapler?" And they're like, "No." And you're like, "Here's one anyway."
I forgot I did that.
Because you like had all this junk stuff in your junk. And then they're like, "Do you need a pencil?" "No, I'm good. Here's one in case you need it."
Yeah.
You know what's been popping in my brain a lot lately is speaking of Seinfeld, whenever Kramer does the movie phone.
Yeah.
And he's like,
why don't you just tell me what you want?
He's like, you wanted Jean-Claude Van Damme starring in blah 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 at 12 o'clock.
If this is
No.
correct, press 1.
Why don't you just tell me what movie it was?
Well, I got 2 more little small things. Again, I don't know if these are the same kids that did it, but it sure reminded me of us. So I had on the board, we have our like our schedule today. We call it like our can-dos.
Yeah.
What we're gonna learn for the day, right? Kind of our objectives in a way. And I wrote on there like I can partner read with a friend, right? Someone had gone over there and erased the word partner to where it looked like the letter
Partner?
F. And they're like, I can F read. And I was just like, damn. I didn't really
I thought
bleep
you
it
were
out.
gonna say partner.
Yeah.
Partner.
That would have been even better, right?
remember when our buddy drew the little thing on the push button and he got all mad because he thought the teacher was going to send him to the office.
So it's in the office.
And
My
he's
name
all-
is Rorp.
And he's all freaking out. He's going to think it was me. No, he's not. Who would be stupid enough to draw their own stuff and put their own name on it?
And then I told you that someone had scratched the letters F and U on one of our doors. Did I tell you that?
No.
I thought I tried to take
Vandalism.
a
Maybe you did.
Yeah, they vandalized it, but I was trying to play it off as a joke. I was like, I think they're trying to listen to the Fun Times Perfect Happy Hour. You know, they're broadcasting us. They're
Good
promoting us
time
up.
listening.
Yeah. Well, that sounds bad when you say it that way. It's like something you see in a bathroom stall for a good time. Listen. All right. Any more you going to add?
No, it's
That's
just good
it.
to be back on the air.
Yeah, good to be back,
Excited.
and we'll be back. Oh, before we leave, man, we gotta do our social media, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I got something that mic drop a bomb, whatever, kind of blow your mind, right? Obviously, we're still on Instagram,
Yeah.
Twitter, although I don't tweet, and so I gotta start doing that more.
Okay.
I think there's a way to do it, where you can like connect your
Yeah, like
Insta and Twitter.
One of those little tweet deck things.
Yeah, so when you do it on one, it just goes on the other. That's what would be so much easier if I do that. But we're on Instagram and Twitter at Choey, CHOEY, the letter N, Jan, so Choey and Jan, JAN. We're also on TikTok, right? That's where I put a lot of those digital shorts.
Yeah.
And there's one I did early this morning. It's not as funny. Last week was pretty funny. But here's what I think is going to blow your mind, right? We technically have this, but there's absolutely nothing up on it yet because the website is weird. MySpace is back, man.
What?
MySpace is back, but it's only for like what they call like artists and creators, like musicians, artists, things like that. So it's a what would you call it? An outlet or an avenue
Yeah.
to connect creative people together. So I created
I'd say we're creative.
right, and so I was like, and I just thought it'd be kind of cool to say we got a MySpace page, even though it's so old school. I just thought
I know.
it just seems it sounds funny to me, even though like people would never check it out. But you know what's upsetting me about it is I can't upload it. I haven't figured out how to upload stuff on it, and I'm like, this is why you suck, MySpace. I was like, I'm trying to put stuff on it, and you're not letting me do it.
Spent so much time on MySpace trying to upload your crap to get your page looking cool. So that
Well, it doesn't look anything like it used to. Remember how like, because when I had MySpace back in the day,
Yeah.
which is was like 20 years ago. It was a while ago. I had it set up where you visited my page and would just automatically start playing whatever music I had on there, right? And people had their pictures. I think most people spent most of the time just creating the backdrop or whatever. And you kind of like I might look at yours and be like, hey, it's kind of cool, and I might look at it and be like, I don't like it, you know. But you can't do, like I haven't figured out how to do anything on it yet. So that's one of my what honeydew lists, I guess you say, over the summer is maybe I'll look at
your
it.
Janny deals.
Did I Janny do see if I can get it to work. All right, man. Hey, one more cheers. We'll be back till the next time. Oh, last thing. Every Friday, there'll be a Joey and Jans.
Oh, yeah. New episode starting every Friday.
Even if it's a rerun from, because I want to do summer school. I say summer school.
We're going to go syndicated.
Yeah, syndicated. All right. So till next time, we're out.